So let us first now discuss the functional classification of overheads. So overheads, till now we have understood. For purpose of understanding, you can treat them as an indirect cost or common expenses which need to be charged to the product, which is known as apportioning of overheads. Okay. So now overheads can be classified on basis of function into manufacturing overhead, administration overhead, selling and distribution overhead, and research and development overheads or cost. Okay, so manufacturing overhead means what? All those indirect expenses. Always remember, overhead means indirect expense only. Indirect expense means what? Indirect expense means what? Indirect expense means those expenses which are not directly related to the product but are important for the company. Functioning of a company, it is important, but they are not directly related to the product. Okay, they are indirectly related to the product. Okay, so manufacturing overhead means what? Those indirect expenses which are incurred in manufacturing division. Okay, like fuel. Fuel charge is an indirect expenses. Okay, factory rent. So suppose if company is producing two products, product A and product B, in same factory premises. Okay, and it is paying a rent of rupees. Let us take 5 lakh rupees rent it is paying during the year for the factory premises. And in that factory, it is manufacturing two products, product A and product B. So now this is an common expenditure, indirect expenditure, factory rent. Now how we will charge this to product A and product B? So that is known as apportioning of overhead. Okay, so some amount will be charged to product A and some amount should be charged to product B. No, so this is known as apportioning of overheads. Manufacturing overhead means, remember, all those indirect expenses which are related to factory. They are called as manufacturing overhead or product overhead or works overhead. Then some expenses which are related to office, they are called as office and administration overhead, like office rent, salaries. Okay, salaries to manager, accountants, secretaries, clerks, etc. It will come under office and administration overhead. Telephone expenses, okay, general administration expenses. All this will be coming under office expenses or office and administration overheads. Clear? Then what will be selling and distribution overhead? Those costs which are related to selling department, selling department. It will come under sales overhead or selling and distribution overhead. Clear? So it includes what? Sales, office expenses, salesman salary, delivery van expenses. All these things will come under selling overheads. See, sales office expenses, salesman salary. Showroom expenses, commission. Okay, advertisement expenses, samples. See, all these are related to sales, no? So it will come under selling overhead. Okay. So this is the functional classification. Here you have to see the expenses is related to which function of an organization. Then based on that, we will put that into different functions. If expenses related to factory, then we will put it under factory overheads. If it is related to office function, office activity, it will come under office overhead. If it is related to sales, it will come under selling function. Clear? So see, now we have till now understood that direct expenses, that is direct material and direct labor, we will call it as allocation because they can be directly allocated to the product. Clear? But as far as overheads are concerned, they should be apportioned. They should be apportioned using suitable basis. That is known as apportioning of overhead. So till now you should be comfortable that since common expenses we cannot directly charge to the product, we will have to apportion them on a proper basis. Clear? So whenever you will remember, you should remember that direct expenses, that is direct material, direct labor, it is known as cost allocation. Okay, because they are directly related to the product, no, you can easily allocate the direct material cost and direct labor cost to each product directly. But as far as common expenses is concerned, we cannot allocate the cost. We will have to apportion the cost. Okay, so write and keep direct expenses allocation, indirect expenses, it is known as apportion. So in this topic, we will study how to charge, how to apportion indirect costs to various products. Okay, there are different bases are used how to charge an indirect expenses to an product. Okay, based on that, we will charge the indirect expenses to the product. Clear? This much everybody comfortable? Okay, so today we are stopping here only. Further, how to apportion the cost to the product, we will continue in the next class. Okay. Okay.